Every week, a new band. Brought to you by NZ On Air. Active Live! Yeah.
Lately I've been feeling distracted. It's easy to get caught up in yourself. Been forgetting what really matters. Time passes by, but I can never tell. Now I've been getting high. It helps me ease my mind. Light up my candle and sit on the windowsill all night. The stars will be my guide, keep me on track for life. And if I'm lonely, then they'll show me what's good. Yeah, I'll never get you out of my mind, lovely. I'm stuck on you. And if you ever needed someone, my love, I'll come right through. I think I need some better habits. Can't keep this up, I'm lying to myself. It's hard when you see yourself as damaged to realize that you deserve the help. Yeah, I've been getting high. It helps me ease my mind. Light up my candle and sit on the windowsill all night. The stars will be my guide, keep me on track for life. And if I'm lonely, then they'll show me what's good. Yeah, I'll never get you out of my mind, lovely. I'm stuck on you. And if you ever needed someone, my love, I'll come right through. I'll never get you out of my mind, lovely. I'm stuck on you. And if you ever needed someone, my love, I'll come right through. I'll never get you out of my mind, lovely. I'm stuck on. And if you ever needed someone, my love, come right through. I'll never get you out of my mind, lovely. I'm stuck on you. And if you ever needed someone, my love, I'll come right through. Lately I've been feeling distracted. It's easy to get caught up in yourself. Been forgetting what really matters. Time passes by, but I can never tell.
Kia ora koutou katoa, kei te whakaronga mai koe ki te Radioactive FM, ko Amiria Toku Ingoa, and it is 3:36 on Ramere, the 20th of October, which means it's time for this week's active live session, made with support from New Zealand On Air, and we are joined live in studio by Esbee. Kia ora.
Kia ora. Hello.
Hey.
Lovely to have you all in.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
My first question is a little more directed to the people watching when this is released later today. Is jorts like the band uniform?
Yeah. Oh, well, just so many of us rocked up to rehearsal last night in the jorts, so we just thought we'd keep it going.
Yeah. So this was a choice. I mean, it's a great Wellington outfit, right? You know, got your shins out, but like still pretty wind resistant.
The jorts and docks combo is good.
For real.
Such a staple.
Great look. And there's a true charcuterie of instruments in the room today. It's been a while since we've had the active live room this packed full. Would you like to introduce the room, what you play, maybe where we might have seen you before?
Oh, we'll start over here.
I'm Misty. I play the trumpet. You may have seen me around Welly. I'm a jazz student, so playing at all the jams and things like that. I've just played my first gig with Revolver as well recently, which was really amazing.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, I'm in a few quartets, a few other bits and bobs, but yeah, I'm around everywhere. It's so fun.
I'm Alex. Like Misty, I play the saxophone. Like Misty, I'm a jazz student as well. Yeah, playing with these fellas is pretty all goods. And then the likes of Deck Club, Will McLean, few bits and bobs here and there. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm also Alex, also a jazz student. Yeah, I've played with a couple bands like Sleeping Village. Might have seen me play with some other bands like Avant Glass or Rosa Bransky, just quite a few people. Will McLean a couple times, yeah. And I play the guitar and I'm singing, yeah, too.
Kia ora, my name's Aaron. Playing the synthesizer and doing some backing vocals. I do a bit of like behind the scenes work in terms of like producing and recording music, so you might not have seen me all that much. And yeah, just stoked to be here, eh?
We'll pass the mic over to Sam. He's a bit far away, so.
Goodness. Yo, I'm Sam. Play keys with these lovely people. Also play in Will McLean and the old Governor Jeff thing here and there. Yeah, thanks for having us. Ciao.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, I'm Wicket, playing the bass. I am clinging on to dear life after jazz school. I make noise in Sleeping Village as well, and Esbee, and like the other odd project here and there, but yeah.
Awesome.
Do the old snare thing, but yeah.
Hello, my name's Brandon. I am a drummer. I play in a few bands. I'm not at jazz school.
Hey.
Yeah. That's all you need to know.
Mysterious.
Well, welcome. Lovely to have you all in. And you describe Esbee as Raz.
Yeah.
Would you like to elaborate?
Oh, well, I was just talking to my flatmate, and we were kind of talking about how it's like rock, but it's a bit of jazz influenced. And we were talking about it could either be jock or Raz, but we thought maybe we didn't really feel like we identified with jock that much. So,
Yeah.
I
so
think
we,
So it was kind of an easy decision.
the jorts give it away.
yeah. It's actually, it's gene rock, yeah.
And where did this sound come from? Was it something you developed yourself? Oh, the term you've developed yourself. But what
Yeah.
are some influences to the sound of Raz?
I guess like having most of us have studied at the jazz school, so that's been a big influence. And then just rock bands like maybe the Arctic Monkeys and stuff. Who's that? Yeah, Metallica. No, mostly that's. I guess that's like the blending of that and a lot of like indie stuff. Listen to a lot of that. So yeah, a couple of different things. Like some other pop stuff as well. But
I would say you can definitely hear that we're a rock indie band, but if you listen closely, the chords are very jazz influenced. Sometimes when I'm asked to play over some chords, there might be some pretty funky sus chords in there,
Sharp
or
11, flat
yeah,
9,
some
dominant
some
13.
crazy, I don't know, Phrygian scale. Or I don't know what goes on, eh?
Yeah. That's
Um,
about it, really.
Yeah, I mean that's how you make music, right? Go crazy. And also tell me about the name Esbee. Where did
Oh.
that come from?
It originally just started because it came from my last name. It's like Scott Billing, SB, and then just turned it into Esbee.
I see.
Yeah, because everyone would just call me Esbee. But I thought it was kind of a funny name, so.
Because the multiple Alexes.
Yeah. Exactly. There's too many Alexes around, so we had to make it Esbee.
Well, would you like to play another track for us this
Yeah,
afternoon?
for sure.
What's up next?
This next one is called Keep Me Afloat. It was we just put out an EP recently, and this was the first single off of that. So yeah, this is how it goes.
Chilling on the seabed, got you stuck in my head. Just take a little time, don't you? Drowning in your sunlight, waves crashing your eyes, water's filling up my Even if I'm sad, babe, know I feel the same way. Just hold me close and we'll be fine. It's getting dark and the water's cold. Won't you keep me afloat? Yeah. It's getting dark and the water's cold. Won't you keep me afloat? Drowning in your sunlight, waves crashing your eyes. The water's filling up my lungs. Chilling on the seabed, got you stuck in my head. Just take a little time, don't you know? But even if I'm sad, babe, know we're on the same page. Just take my hand and we'll be fine. Yeah. It's getting dark and the water's cold. Won't you keep me afloat? Yeah. It's getting dark and the water's cold. Won't you keep me afloat? Dreaming, 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 dreaming,
No mai hoki mai ki te active live with Esbee. And we, just before I cut you off by making you play more music, we were talking about your new EP, Distracted. Congratulations.
Thank
How
you.
does it feel to have this out to the world?
It's really cool. We've kind of been working on it for like most of this year. Like we started recording in like February, I think. Aaron and Ryder here have been like masterminding recording it. Aaron's like mixed and produced the whole thing. And our mate River as well really helped out. So it's been a real big team effort. It's been
Shut
super-
River. Shut River.
But yeah, it's really cool. Like it's our first release. So, and all the songs have been kind of from the past like 5 years. So it's really cool to like have it all out. You know, we have music.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh, can we listen to your music?" And now we can say, "Yes, you can," which is good.
Wow, 5 years. How have those tracks that you've had like since day one sort of changed and evolved into what you released last month?
Oh, heaps. Like that song there I wrote that one with some of my mates in high school, and it was quite different. But it's cool to see it evolve and like go through different journeys and change, and like the different people who play them like influence it so much and make it what it is. So it's really cool, you know. It's cool to, and also just to have it out. It's like bookended, you know.
Yeah.
They're all done. They're not like looming anymore.
So relieving. What has that reception been like over the past few weeks?
Really good, yeah. Everyone's been saying lovely things.
Such good things. I have friends all over the country who message me and say that they're listening to it, and you can see who adds songs to the playlist.
Yeah, you can
So,
see the playlist.
Yeah, my
It's so
family.
funny.
Shout out to my family in the UK for adding it to their summer playlists. And
Hello.
It's actually
That's
so funny
awesome.
looking at the playlist names there. There's some real funny ones. Real
Oh
good
my
stuff.
gosh, there's so much information you get on the backside of Spotify. Cool.
Yeah, it's a real insight, you know.
And we were chatting a little bit before about like your jazz influences and backgrounds, which you can hear through that EP. Like there's an array of motifs and really cool funky bits. What are some other sort of like surprise influences you think listeners won't realize you sort of like to bring into your music or listen to inspire you?
well, I reckon as horn players, and I'm sure Alex can agree with me here, we have many different horn influences. Not necessarily anything to do with jazz. Yeah.
Yo.
Who's one of your fave sax players?
Oh, you can't put me on the spot like that. There's too many. But I am rocking the Charles Mingus shirt, who is the undisputed GOAT. I love.
This is live on air, by the way.
The GOAT. But yeah, as Missy said, probably, you know, we take inspiration from artists like D'Angelo, their horn sections, but also the old school jazz stuff, because we all study it. So yeah, bit of this and that, bit of stealing stuff from everyone. The Thieves of Wellington.
It's a nice byline. Esbee, the Thieves of Wellington. What does collaborating look like when creating tracks with so many of you in the room?
Usually I'll like write like to the guitar and vocals maybe, and then we kind of workshop it, and it usually changes quite a lot. Like, or sometimes we just kind of play it a bit and see how it feels and go from there. Really, it's good. It's good collaborating because it doesn't sound very good if it's just the guitar and the singing sometimes, you know. And then all these guys just are really great at playing all these instruments, so it ends up sounding a lot better.
A lot of talent in the room makes it an easy job, right? And you mentioned that you find like it feels like a final. I've got a recording out there to direct people to. What was it like before that? Because you've been playing live all over the place for a while. Was that sort of like a blessing that you didn't have this recorded piece to lock you in, or like a curse because you couldn't be like, find me here?
Yeah, I think it was just like I think it makes you seem a bit more legit, you know, if you've got some music released. It's just easy, like people can just listen and see, like make their own decision instead of being like, oh yeah, we're like this, and you know, you should come see us. And I don't know, it's kind of easy to just let the music talk, I guess, you know.
It has been amazing at how globalized our music has become.
True.
We've had listeners from all over the world.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and I think that's something we would never have without being able to record music. I even around the country, unless you're in Wellington, you didn't have a chance to see Esbee until our music was recorded. And now I've got friends everywhere who get to listen, and I feel I personally, I think I can speak on everyone. We
Yeah.
feel so much more supported when we have people all around the world who can listen to our music and they want to support. So it's cool that they can.
Yeah, that's really cool. Is there somewhere that you'd love to travel now that you spread so far?
Oh.
A
Should we
dream
go to Brazil?
destination?
Yeah, I reckon Brazil.
Love. Sounds great.
Yeah, Sam wants to go to R&B.
Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, basically.
Brazil, R&B.
Yeah.
And your next track you've got prepared is a new one?
It is a new one, yeah. We've just made it now, like recently. Not right now, but yeah, it's a bit of a.
No,
new
this is
one.
all on the spot. What do they call it? Improvise. You're
Yeah.
a jazz musician, so
Yeah. But no, it's newer, this one, and yeah, we think it's pretty cool. So I guess we'll just play it. Yeah. The working title is "Change Your Love," but we might change it. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, the new one. He don't know the ways you're changing. He can't read the signs. Picking up on what you're saying. He begins to cry. After all, it's only certain when your ducks align. If you want the same old story, then just hit his line. Oh, they know you're wasting time to see if all the stars align. It's only fair to want the truth. You know that it's no use. Even though the world keeps changing, we can still provide a sense of knowing never being washed out like the tide. After all, it's only certain when your ducks align. If you want the same old story, then just hit his line. Oh, you know you're wasting time to see if all the stars align. It's only fair to want the truth. You know that it's no use. We're always changing. Chew me up and spit me out. Change your love. I could never cry about. Change your love. Things you do, things you say. Change your love. You know that'll never change. Change your love. I know I can never change your love. I know I can never change your love.
Esbee here in studio for Active Live. I always find it so crazy when people have just played a song and I have to interview you again. Speaking of playing music, you played Valhalla a few weeks back.
Yeah, it was like maybe a month ago or something now. We did, it was like for a single release.
Ah, of course. Was that your first time playing there? What was it like?
Yeah, it was actually, I think it was our first time with this band. It was cool. It was kind of a bit of a mission because there's like 7 of us, so it was a bit cramped, but it was really fun. There were, like, heaps of people showed up to support. I think it was a great success, actually, yeah.
What's one of your favorite things about performing live?
Definitely people showing up to watch us. Who I shout out to my friends who are my number one supporters. They they make a good noise in the audience, which is really cool. It brings the energy. I think that performing live brings a whole nother level of energy, and I reckon that we get really a good buzz from playing live. It feels really good, right?
Yeah, and it's really fun, like, doing something that we love and then, like, having people respond in a really positive way is, like, super, just great, really. It's
Rewarding.
fun. Yeah, very rewarding.
Speaking of great things, you're playing Great Sounds Great.
Yeah.
Which is great. I know. You gave it to me. Are you excited?
Yeah, we're super stoked, I think it'll be our first sort of festival thing, so it's going to be really fun.
True.
And there's so many crazy bands, like Good Shit is playing. Gonna say they got that song Sophie.
Yeah.
So excited to hear that live.
For real.
So yeah, it'll be really cool.
I didn't even know that, and that's really exciting.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. It is such a killer lineup. I was going to ask, what are some of the acts you're most excited to see?
Tiny Ruins.
Tiny Ruins.
Tiny Ruins.
Cool.
Yeah,
Dale
Dale Kerrigan.
Kerrigan.
Oh
Facts.
man, those guys are so nice. Wookie and I did a tour with Koizilla recently in this band Sleeping Village, and I think like half of the people in Dale Kerrigan are also on Koizilla, and they're like the loveliest people ever. So cool.
Also getting the chance to play with Revolver again at Great Sounds Great, which is going to be lots of fun.
Yeah. Awesome. And also, just before that, you have a gig with Milktooth.
Yeah, they're actually going on tour. They're putting a new song out, and so they're doing a little North Island tour, and we're supporting them at the final stop, the home show at Valhalla. It'll be real cool. 9th of November.
Yes.
Yeah, 9th of November. It's going to be great. You should come along if you're in the city.
I was going to ask, what's the best way for listeners to keep track of the many goings-on of Esbee?
We post pretty frequently on Instagram. It's just Esbee Band, at Esbee Band. And then also we have a Facebook page, which is just, I think, maybe just Esbee or Esbee Band. Probably the same result will come up if you search either one. But yeah, we post on there. I think it's the same posts, actually, so you can probably just get the same. But that's
pretty meta out there, isn't it?
Yeah. Chuck it up there.
And Spotify as well, of course. Yeah. To check out the new EP. Well, it's been so much fun having you in, and I better wrap up with my final question, which I discussed with you before we started, the little Ask It Forward segment. So I've got a question that last week's band asked you, but before I ask you that, I'd like to know, what's a question that you think you should be asked in interviews or have never been asked, or maybe just something you'd like to know about another band that I'll ask next week's Active Live guest.
Do you remember what it was?
I remember what it was.
Of
Not
course.
to brag. We wanted to ask, you may have some favourite lyrics, but what is the lyric that you listen to and you think, oh, that's a bit dusty? What is your dustiest, a little bit silly lyric that you look at and think, that's a bit quirky? I think.
Of their own music?
Of their own music, yes.
Love.
Sorry, I should have clarified that.
That's a good one. It's a bit tough. Last week we had Cruelly in, and they wanted to know. So I guess I'll paint the picture. Last weekend never happened, and you were in fact elected as Prime Minister. What are the first 3 laws you'd pass?
Oh, that's so good.
Whoa.
That's so good.
Tough one on the spot.
Yeah. Oh.
Free beers.
Yeah. The
Oh.
Rogue has to stay open until like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, mandatory Rogue staying open to 4 a.m. None of this last call at 12 o'clock business. I've had enough. Had enough.
Rubbish.
Anyone actually got an answer?
No, I reckon just that universal basic income thing's real, man. I would say
Love
that
the
first, probably. Yeah. And the Rogue one as well would be really good, because then you
In
could go to the.
combination,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's a third one that we?
Was it
near?
3?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
3. What's something music related that we think would really help us, especially as we've just released an EP and, you know?
I think the council was. I
Banish
think,
all trumpet players.
I'm pretty sure Tame of the Paul was trying to build another venue in the city, so maybe that one would be really good, because there should be more venues here. There's
for
only like
sure.
3 or 4, you know. Well, there's a bit more than that.
If
but-
we're inventing a law, how about certain amount of venues per square area of the country? And mandatory that everyone should, when they go to a venue, buy a drink as they go to the gig, because that's really
Yeah.
important to support our venues.
Mm.
So, you know, maybe just the whole entire venues act.
Yeah.
Would be great.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Whole written.
Buy drinks, buy merch, see your local bands.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been a joy having you. And have you got one more track for us this afternoon?
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. We've had a real good time. And we just got this last song called No Reward, which is also on... everyone except the new song was on the EP, so they're all on Spotify. This one as well, called No Reward. So yeah. Caught in a dream, feel like I'm falling. Lost in the scene, watching myself talking. Flow with the breeze as the world's collapsing. Think I lost my keys, how this even happened? I find it hard to wake up sometimes. Feeling lost, need to get out and find something for me. Just get up and go. There's no in between, no taking it slow. You'll see what I mean. It's calling you forward. No heartache, no reward. It's calling you forward. No heartache, no reward. Caught in a dream, feel like I'm falling. Chasing the green, I can feel it calling. Light up the trees as the world's collapsing. Think I lost my keys, how'd this even happen? I find it hard to wake up sometimes. Feeling lost, need to get out and fight. Oh, something for me. Just get up and go. There's no in between, no taking it slow. You'll see what I mean. It's calling you forward. No heartache, no reward. It's calling you forward. No heartache.
That was Esbee here in station for this active live session made with New Zealand on air. Make sure to check them out at Esbee Band on Instagram to hear about their upcoming gigs in November and much more. I've been Amidia Kakite.
Active Live. Friday, 3:30. Every week a new band. In studio. Brought to you by NZ On Air.